Hi guys, I'm back with another video. I think this is gonna be the final video I'll be doing today. But I did happen to find the book that I saw at Sam's Club. Now this is the Kindle cover. This is not the physical cover. So this is Grimm's complete fairy tales, and I actually have the one from Barnes and Noble, and I'm actually going to pull that out and I'm going to kind of like figure if they're the same book. Now, I spent $1.99 for the Kindle edition and I got 50 cents in credit, which is great because if I wanted to buy another Kindle book, I have spent 50 cents less. So, and they do give me like 6 points and stuff. So I was like very happy about that. It also does have a free audiobook, so what I'm actually going to do is listen to that as well if I don't feel like reading. Okay, so, alright. So, there's about 200 fairy tales in this book, and I like there's a lot of them. When I was a little girl in the 80s, yeah, it's weird. I actually found this book. Well, it was actually different than like cover art and stuff like that. And I had no idea where it came from. And my mother was like, I don't even remember that book coming in the house. Because like she's like, I know that you didn't bring it in. I know Grandma, like, I don't even know where it came from. It was one of those weird experiences when I was a little girl. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is the Frog King, or Iron Henry, which I will say that this story has been, like, I believe was like made into like a little cartoon, or I don't even know. It has been so long, but I think originally it was like the Frog Prince, but it's actually the Frog King. He's a king. Um, and it was about this princess, and I'm going to guess heiress. So I don't know. That had this little ball, and she was basically like playing, like, tossing up and catching it and stuff like that. And it rolls off and it goes into the well, and there is a frog there that speaks English. And I will say this, before I continue. Oh no, I'll say at the end of it. But so he goes down and gets it, and he gives it back to her, and then she runs away. Like, after she promised all this stuff, she runs away and totally forgets this poor little animal. And he has to go from the well to the castle, which had to be a very long journey. And what ends up happening is her father reminds her that whatever you promise, you have to do. And I really think that this is kind of a message of, like, when you make a promise, you're supposed to uphold it. You're supposed to make good on what you're going to do. And I think I think that was like the important lesson from it, was you have to fulfill your promises. You can't just promise something and run off and not do it. Which I really think is really lacking in today. Like, we have people that promise stuff to people, but they don't actually do it. And it causes mistrust, and it causes a lot of issues. So what she was essentially doing was, she was essentially like telling her father, yeah, I promised all this stuff, but he's like a nasty little thing. And the father is very clear that, no, this is your mess, and you're going to clean it up by doing exactly what you said you're going to do. And then she throws this poor thing, like, what the heck? How the heck is he in love with her? She threw him against the wall. I just don't understand that. I do not understand that at all. But he turns into back into a person. And I don't really, I don't know if I was like, I didn't read that she kissed him. Um, hold on a second here. Um, so let's see here. Uh, oh, let's see here. No, she doesn't kiss him. She throws him. Like, what the heck? This poor thing has done nothing. But yes, so he just magically turns into a king, into back into human, and then you have Iron Henry, which essentially basically like he's the king's servant. He's like he really like cares about his master. There's this great relationship between these two people, and they put like three iron bands around his heart. Is this done by magic? Because I really doubt they opened him up and did that. Um, but it breaks, and the king's like, he thinks his carriage is breaking down, but no, it's not. It's the bands. I, I, I really found this story to be entertaining because it definitely is different than what we have like with the Frog Prince, which I think is kind of like they turn him from a king to a prince, which I thought was stupid. And instead of throwing the poor fellow against the wall, which turns him back into a person, he gets kissed. And it really shows how they changed a couple things. And I don't really believe that Iron Henry, or yeah, Iron Henry is even mentioned in this story. I think they deleted him from the story. I don't know why you would delete him from the story. He's important to the story. It shows like how much he cared about his master. But it might have also been, I'm trying to kind of guess. I'm just going to kind of guess that this was all part of like the sanitation of these stories. Like, you got these two guys, and yes, he marries her and all that jazz, but I think it was kind of like to delete any chance that this might be like he might care for his master way too much. I don't know. I'm not going to assume that I know the reasoning why they delete or they alter some aspects of the story. I really don't know. But anyways, there's over 200 of them. And for people that are interested in knowing, they give the English name for the story. But in parentheses, they give the German name for the stories. Now, it's not in, like, let me just lower this here. You don't see it in the title because it's not for a German audience. It's for an American audience. So I am actually going to pull out my physical copy of the Brothers Grimm fairy tales that I bought at Barnes & Noble. And I think I bought Peter Pan. I don't know. I have to look. But I think that I put the Barnes & Noble one in the clear tote that I've got in the living room. I'm going to go look at it. And I'm just going to kind of read, like, find the Frog King and see if they change it to the Frog Prince, and kind of, like, when I do the next review, which is going to be for Cat and Mouse in Partnership. I'll probably read this one probably like tomorrow, because I actually want to try for this week to read 5 of these fairy tales and do reviews of it. So you'll get another review from this book tomorrow, and I will actually do another one after that, and then I will do one on Saturday and one on Sunday. But I am hoping to get 10 of them read, or 5 more of them read, because I want to read like 10 fairy tales a month, and because it is 200 of them, it'll probably be quite some time until I finish all of them. So I will be seeing you guys next time.